Prasarana launches Keluarga Malaysia Travel Pass for limitless rides. New 2021 SPM timetable to be released soon. Hello and good evening. Thanks for joining us. You're watching News at 10 with me, Shuhaida Arifin. The introduction of the Keluarga Malaysia Pass by Prasarana Malaysia Berhad is hoped to encourage the public to use public transport for leisure or to visit the various tourist attractions in the Klang Valley. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob said at a price of only 15 ringgit, the travel pass enables 4 people in a group to enjoy one-day unlimited rides on Prasarana-owned bus and train services on Saturday, Sunday or any public holiday. When launching the travel pass at the KL Central today, the Premier said this initiative is aimed at encouraging Malaysian families to go out and spend quality time with their loved ones, either to go to the malls or just to visit many tourist attractions along the public transportation network in Kuala Lumpur and Selangor. The services include the light rail transit LRT, mass rapid transit MRT, the monorail and the bus rapid transit BRT.
Saya difahamkan bahawa Prasarana turut memperagakan imej keluarga Malaysia dengan membuat balutan bas atau bas RAP untuk 2 unit bas Rapid KL sebagai sokongan kepada kempen Keluarga Malaysia.
According to Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri, convenient, efficient and interconnected public transport is vital for Keluarga Malaysia's mobility because apart from being a tool for national unity, it also spurs economic growth. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister also announced the transit package for small and medium enterprise owners, which will be implemented by Prasarana subsidiary, Prasarana Integrated Development Sendirian Berhad Pride, starting March next year. According to Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri, this package will allow SME owners to conduct business at 8 LRT stations along the Kelana Jaya LRT line.
Ia melibatkan stesen laluan Kelana Jaya, iaitu stesen Subang Alam, Alam Sutera, Putra Haid, Taman Perindustrian Puchong, Awan Besar, IOI Puchong Jaya, Plaza Rakyat dan SS18.
Under the package, Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri said 20 retail spaces, each measuring 80 to 400 square feet, will be offered to the SME owners through lot drawing. He added that successful applicants will also enjoy a special rental structure for a year, including a 3-month rental exemption. The details of the package will be announced by Pride in the near future. The government approved 4,545 manufacturing projects with proposed investments totaling 450.5 billion ringgit from 2016 until June 2021. Of the amount, foreign direct investments comprised 278.8 billion ringgit or 61.9%, while direct domestic investment contributed 171.7 billion ringgit or 38.1%. According to Deputy International Trade and Industry Minister Datuk Lim Ban Hong, these investments are expected to generate 370,883 new job opportunities.
Laporan ini dijangka akan menjana sejumlah 370,883 peluang pekerjaan baru. Bagi kelulusan projek mengikut negeri pula, 5 buah negeri utama iaitu Johor, Selangor, Kedah, Pulau Pinang dan Sabah menerima sebanyak 326.8 bilion daripada jumlah pelaburan yang diluluskan.
over-reliance on foreign labour force in the plantation sector was because locals are not interested to work in the sectors as they deemed it as 3D or dirty, difficult and dangerous. Deputy Plantation Industries and Commodities Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Wee Jack Seng said the reliance on foreign labour force stands at 74%, while for harvesting operations it is at 94%. Datuk Seri Dr. Wee noted that the government acknowledged that relying too much on foreign workers would be detrimental in the long term, especially for the palm oil plantation sector.
Antara usaha yang telah dilaksanakan dan akan terus dilaksanakan oleh kerajaan bagi menggalakkan penyertaan tenaga kerja tempatan ke dalam sektor pelalangan adalah seperti berikut. 1. KPPK telah menganjurkan Kaniwa Kerjaya Agri Community 2021 secara maya dengan kerjasama Kementerian Sumber Manusia melalui Pertubuhan Keselamatan Sosial Perkaso pada 9 dan 10 Mac 2021 dan telah mendapat penyertaan 3,599 peserta berdaftar dari kalangan warga tempatan dengan tawaran sebanyak 8,694 kekosongan jawatan daripada lebih 26 buah majikan di sektor perdagangan dan industri komuniti.
Petronas did not hide its financial performance and achievements as alleged by some quarters. Minister in the Prime Minister's Department Economy, Datuk Seri Mustafa Muhammad said Petronas had cultivated accountability as a company practice with regular reporting on its progress and achievements, especially quarterly and annual financial performance on a website that is accessible to the public, even though Petronas is not listed on the stock exchange. During a question and answer session in Parliament today, Datuk Seri Mustafa said Petronas announces its financial performance through media statements on a quarterly basis and also briefings to the media on a semi-annual basis.
Sebagai entiti komersial yang ditubuhkan di bawah Akta Syarikat 1965, Petronas sentiasa mengamalkan aspek tadbir urus korporat yang baik dengan izin good corporate governance di bawah teraju Presiden dan Ketua Eksekutif yang berkaliber, dibantu oleh dibimbing oleh barisan lembaga pengarah Petronas diketuai oleh Tan Sri Baki yang dilantik pada bulan Ogos yang lalu. Untuk pengalaman yang hormat, ahli yang berhormat, Petronas merupakan salah satu syarikat Malaysia yang tergolong dalam Fortune 500. Fortune 500 ini syarikat gergasi yang terbesar dalam dunia. Kita berbangga dengan Petronas pencapaiannya nombor 277 dalam dunia pada tahun 2021. Jadi kalau syarikat terkemuka dalam dunia, macam mana nak rahsiakan prestasi kewangannya ya.
Since its inception in 1974 until 2020, a total of 1.2 trillion ringgit have been contributed to the federal and state governments in the form of dividends, cash payments and taxes. In another development, Datuk Seri Mustafa said the Economic Planning Unit EPU, in collaboration with ministries and agencies in the final phase of developing a long-term and comprehensive National Energy Policy 2021-2040 NEP. He said the NEP would contribute towards achieving long-term energy security at competitive pricing while at the same time ensuring its environmental sustainability. In his ministerial address at the virtual Malaysian Gas Symposium, My Gas 2021 today, Datuk Seri Mustafa said investors are increasingly demanding solutions and practices aligned with environment, social and governance ESG principles.
The NEP will be aligned to the Paris Agreement when we agreed to voluntarily reduce the intensity of our greenhouse gas emission by 45% of GDP by the year 2030. Malaysia has committed to be a carbon neutral country.
Datuk Seri Mustafa noted that the Malaysian gas industry brings in more than 135 billion ringgit annually to the wider economy and has been contributing to Malaysia's overall socio-economic well-being through the creation of quality jobs, supporting economic output, boosting external trade and nurturing locals into becoming trade global players. MBank continues to be ready to help customers in need navigate their financial challenges, be it individual customers, micro enterprises, or small-medium enterprises (SMEs). MBank Group Chief Executive Officer Datuk Sulaiman Muhammad Tahir in a statement said, over these last 2 years, the bank had prioritized the needs of its customers in navigating the challenges of the pandemic. Datuk Sulaiman further said that as at October 2021, MBank had extended approximately 31 billion ringgit in repayment assistance for loans and financing and have approved close to 100% of these applications. He added that although the COVID-19 pandemic has significantly subsided, these are still challenging times, and the bank will continue offering assistance through the Financial Management and Resilience Programs URUS. URUS, he said, provides a targeted scheme that rightly benefits B50 customers in need with their repayment obligations. URUS offers a 3-month exemption on interest and/or reduction in installment payment for up to 24 months that will include an interest rate reduction for eligible borrowers who are in the B50 household category and were affected by loss of employment or faced a 50% income reduction. This program is in collaboration with the Credit Counselling and Management Agency AKPK. More information on URUS is available at the website shown on your screen. Coming up, Malaysia to receive 1 million more COVID vaccine doses from China. The Education Ministry will release a new examination schedule for Sijil Pelajaran Malaysia SPM 2021 candidates soon. Senior Education Minister Dato Dr. Razzie Jidin said his ministry had received a lot of feedback from parents and SPM 2021 candidates regarding the SPM schedule which was released by the ministry. Speaking via video recording uploaded on his Facebook account, Dr. Razzie said he had held a discussion with the examination board and the ministry's senior management to look into all viewpoints and take the necessary action to analyse each view. The ministry previously decided that the SPM examinations for the 2021 cohort would be from 3rd to 20th March 2022. The media then reported that there were parties who requested for the schedule to be reviewed, especially for examination papers held on Friday and Sunday. This is because Friday is the day for Muslims to perform Friday prayers, while Sunday is the day Christians attend Mass. Malaysia will receive 1 million additional doses of COVID-19 vaccine, courtesy of the People's Republic of China soon. This was announced by Foreign Minister Datuk Saifuddin Abdullah at a media conference after the ASEAN-China Special Summit to commemorate the 30th anniversary of the ASEAN-China Dialogue Relations held virtually today. The Chinese government had in July this year supplied 500,000 doses of the Sinovac vaccine to assist in Malaysia's COVID-19 immunisation program. China had also supplied 28 million doses of vaccine to other ASEAN countries. Datuk Saifuddin said Malaysia is of the view that ASEAN and China should continue to work together in the fields of economy, transformation and infrastructure, as well as connectivity to ensure the supply chain remains unimpeded and can continue to grow in terms of economic recovery post-COVID-19 pandemic. Health Minister Khairi Jamaluddin today reminded the public to continue adhering to the standard operating procedures set by the authorities, as well as Malaysia is still not out of the woods in its COVID-19 battle. Speaking at the Keluarga Malaysia Corporate Contribution presentation in Putrajaya today, Khairi said Malaysia is still facing challenges despite the COVID-19 situation improving, with daily cases showing a downtrend. Malaysia's new COVID-19 cases dipped below 5,000 yesterday, and today 4,885 new cases were recorded. Khairi also reminded those who have already received their appointments for a booster dose to go for it, especially those above 40 years old and individuals with comorbidity.
So it's very critical that the next few months, the next few weeks rather, that we continue to ensure that we cut transmission, we ensure that more people take their booster doses, we continue to reopen, but reopen safely, sensibly, to ensure that we can balance lives and livelihoods and see a strong recovery for the Malaysian economy next year. We're not out of the woods yet. We know that this is a particularly stubborn virus. It's not going anywhere, but we have to continue to move forward.
Energy and Natural Resources Minister Datuk Seri Taqiyuddin Hassan believes the government will make a wise decision on the anti-hopping law before it is implemented in the country. According to him, the anti-hopping law is still being studied by the government as a lot of things needed to be done before it can be implemented. Speaking to reporters today after presenting cash aid to fire victims in Kota Baru, Kelantan, Datuk Seri Taqiyuddin said this not only will involve a new law but the country's constitution must also be amended.
Di mana Mahkamah Persekutuan memutuskan bahawa mana-mana undang-undang atau perlembagaan negeri yang mengandungi aspek anti lompat parti lah. Maksudnya kalau wakil rakyat tu dia bertanding atas satu parti, kemudian bila dia menang dia lompat kepada parti lain, maka tindakan itu kalau ada undang-undang mengatakan tindakan itu menyebabkan dia ni disqualified ataupun terbatal kemenangan, itu adalah satu perkara yang tidak sah dari segi undang-undang. Itu keputusan Mahkamah Persekutuan.
9 compounds worth 120,000 ringgit were issued to several political parties for offences committed during the Malacca state election campaigning period from 8th to 19th November. Malacca Police Chief Dato' Abdul Majid Muhammad Ali said that 37 investigation papers were opened for various offences under the Infectious Diseases Prevention and Control Act 1988, Act 342 and Election Offensive Act 1954. Elaborating further, Dato' Abdul Majid said of the total, 19 investigation papers were opened under Act 342 for flouting the Standard Operating Procedures SOP to check the spread of COVID-19, such as gatherings and others, while 18 investigation papers were opened under the Election Offences Act 1954.
Tapi inilah election pilihan raya yang rakyat Melaka mendahului kesihatan awam dan undang-undang daripada kepentingan politik lah. Itu pasal kita tengok aman lah. So saya kata rakyat Melaka memang hebat lah. Sebagai penguatkuasa undang-undang, saya dan Timbalan KP merasakan bahawa kita boleh tengok dalam tempoh ni, dalam tempoh pilihan raya ni rakyat Melaka ni memang hebat dan matang lah.
Speaking at a media conference today, he said the Malacca state election had achieved the target set by the government, namely to safeguard health through stringent SOP, with the cooperation of various enforcement agencies and departments. Coming up in our foreign segment, multiple fatalities after car hits Wisconsin holiday parade. ASEAN and China must work together on boosting multilateralism, especially in reforming the United Nations, to ensure the international body remains effective and relevant amidst evolving global dynamics. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob, in saying this, stressed that a world order based on multilateralism is vital. Such an order, he said, would enable sustainable and peaceful coexistence of civilizations that is rules-based, open, inclusive, and transparent. Moreover, in view of nationalism and geopolitics rivalry shaping responses to the COVID-19 pandemic, including the distribution of vaccines, the Prime Minister said a new global health security architecture that underpinned by shared commitment, collective responsibility, transparency, and accountability has to be developed. He stressed that socio-economic recovery from the COVID-19 is a top priority as countries move towards the post-pandemic stage. Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri also reiterated Malaysia's firm position on the South China Sea issue, saying that it has to be resolved peacefully and constructively in accordance with universally recognized principles of international law. Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri said this while speaking in his intervention note at the ASEAN-China Special Summit to commemorate the 30th anniversary of ASEAN-China dialogue relations held by video conference. Young national figure skating prodigy C. Sri Abirami put on a magical show to take the crown at the Tallinn Trophy 2021 held in Estonia on Sunday. The 9-year-old racked up 23.49 points to emerge victorious and sidelined 7 other skaters in the Cubs B girls free skating category. Home skater Emilia Drudchenko finished second with 23.33 points, while her compatriot Tatiana Izimnikova took the third spot with 21.77 points. Last month, Sri finished runner-up in the same category at the Narva Cup 2021, also in Estonia. Having won more than 50 gold medals at various levels, Sri has carved her name in the Asia Book of Records as the youngest to win medals in international figure skating in 2019 and Malaysia Book of Records as the youngest to win Skate Asia figure skating competition female in 2017. Alright, so that concludes this evening's news at 10. In our top story, Prasarana launches Keluarga Malaysia Travel Pass for limitless rides. Join us again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon. I'm Shuhaida Arifin. Stay tuned to saluran Berita RTM and have a pleasant evening.